Fire signs, hi. Doing a love reading for fire signs today. It may not resonate for everyone as it is a general reading and it is, for all fire signs. But if it does resonate for you, I am going to do an extended on the connection between you and your person. So the information for that will be in the box below. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm using the Llewellyn deck, and I'm starting with your energies. I will be clarifying as we go along. This is your person's energies. And this is the energy of the connection itself. Okay, where are we here? Yeah, okay, for your energy, we've got the Hierophant. I'm going to clarify right away. And the Fool. So it feels to me like you're moving in the next, like where you're moving towards for the next part of your life, the next journey, which is the Fool. I'll just draw another card on it too, actually. And the Magician is transformation in your life, to commitment, to truth, to something that is long-term, and you want to build something at this point, it looks to me. All right. Then we've got the King of Swords showing up, along with the Two of Swords and the Chariot. So it looks like there's a choice that you're going to be making. My guess is between two people. I'll just clarify that. It is between two people, and it's about, once again, commitment, long-term. It's about love. It's about, like a solid, long-term love in your whole life, okay? It's kind of like, having it all. And that's what I see here. So you may have a career, you may have abundance, you may have, all kinds of stuff in your life. But now you really want this as well to kind of complete it. So that's what I see happening here. And then I see energy moving forward quite fast and quite passionately towards, bringing this opportunity. And so it looks like divine timing is kind of happening, in the next while for you. You got the King of Swords showing up there. So it's really about taking power, taking control, taking charge, voicing your desires, voicing your wishes, and it's not about male or female, the king or the queen isn't either, so it's about the energies. So it's very powerful energy on you right now around making some choices for love in your life. Interesting that the choices are made through the Two of Swords, so it feels like this isn't a choice that's it's just an interesting place to be making that choice, which tells me that maybe there are two different types or two different loves in your life, and you're having to pragmatically choose between the two. Okay, we've got the Three of Wands showing up here, and the Lovers, and the Moon. So now this makes sense. Because now, okay, I get it. got it, fire signs, I got it. So the choice definitely is including that, but we now have the Lovers showing up. So it's also a heart desire choice. It's a choice, this is a soulmate card, so it's a pretty intense choice. And it feels like, like I said, there's a choice. And that soulmate energy seems a little bit confusing still, because it's like trying to make a decision here. And kind of looking at the future and seeing what each choice what's coming your way from love, from this, as I saw two people here. And the Moon is showing up. So I think a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of things you didn't know about before, maybe about yourself, and possibly about the people in your life are beginning to be revealed as you get closer and closer to this desire for this commitment marriage type situation. And I don't feel like you're blocking it. I think maybe in the past it looked like there was a lot of energies going on. I mean, the mere fact that there's choices being made and that there's transformation at hand And I think transformation is creating these choices, because I think, there's been a lot of personal transformation, because that's why the Fool's showing up. Because now, with that personal transformation, looking at the next stage of your life and kind of deciding what you want to take with you into that stage. And in this case, possibly even who you want to take with you. So defenses are down. I don't see you blocking the energy, because I see you already coming from a solid foundation that you've built in your, that you've built in your life, or that, and the strength is coming from that. So you're not afraid any longer. And maybe before you were afraid to commit because you felt a little shaky, the situation felt a little shaky, and it's like, oh, no, can't commit here. But like I said, what I see, you definitely moving towards that commitment situation, or that commitment stage, because of the solid foundation. And with that, as I say, you've found a way to overcome the fears of the future and of the worldly stuff. You got the Six of Swords showing up here, and this is your person's cards now. Now, because we've got two persons, I think we had this last time too, it seems to me, when I did your cards a week ago. Anyway, we still have two persons there. At least in your part, you think there's two persons there. We'll see what happens here. So I see movement happening here. Movement towards, I see your person making some movement towards getting through any of their obstacles or mental blocks, kind of thing. And I think they've been on their own as well, looking for the right situation, looking for love, looking for the right person, looking for love, to kind of fulfill and create abundance in their life. So I think they've been working hard, as I think have you, in terms, I saw you creating this solid foundation. I think they've been working hard at creating a solid foundation for themselves too. Now I'm reading these cards as though they apply to both of these people, okay? And I'm going to leave it up to you to discern, because I'm not getting a differentiation happening here. It just seems to apply to both. If in fact there are two, which is what I see in your card. I feel like they've been working really hard, and this is a rebirth time for them. And they're ready now, as I said, to move through any obstacles. So that could have been personal work. It could have been, work in their life, on their career as well. And both would sort of, help each other in terms of them coming from a more solid place too. Because now we've got a rebirth happening for them as well. And a different perspective showing for them. So something is shifting them as much as something you had, transforming you. And we've got the Hermit card. So I think they've taken the time. And you know what? It's been a weird year and a half. So what I'm wondering here is if that in that year and a half, people were having a lot of time to do a lot of quiet work, a lot of isolation. People were spending more and more time alone, and I see the results of it. And I'm thinking it could have come from that time, but anyway, we've got the Hermit card showing up here for them. And we've got them ready for a commitment. Interesting. Them now in a position, money-wise, security-wise, to be able to share what they've got. Whereas maybe before they didn't feel that way, and they felt like they had to hold on to everything. And maybe that was their block. I don't know. It could be. But now I see them totally, we got the Queen of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit card showing up. So I think during, they've spent a fair amount of time doing a lot of internal investigation, which I saw here with the Sage of Pentacles too, like internal and external work. And really began to identify who they were and what was missing in their life, what their values were, what was really important to them, and what they wanted on their path at this point. Because like I said, they're coming from a place of, kind of not finding what they thought they were looking for. Then we've got the High Priestess card showing up here, the Universe, and the Eight of Cups. They're ready to make a move. They're ready to move towards you. and towards love. Because intuitively, I think they also know that this is the beginning of a new cycle. I think, kind of in a weird way, we kind of all know that. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but it feels that way with, with the pandemic and the end of that, and now things are opening up again. And so it kind of feels like, remember how you used to feel when you went back to school when you were a kid? And you had all new school supplies, just everything was opening up again, and you got new clothes and you were all excited. I kind of feel like that's here now, where people are starting to feel excitement again, and kind of optimistic again about their lives, because their lives seem to be opening up. And in the meantime, I kind of feel like there's been some shift that happened within them, because I'm seeing this here with this new cycle here for your persons too. And then the high priestess showing up. So the high priestess is intuition, and I think it may be on their part, and it also may be how they see you. They see you as being intuitive, they see them as being intuitive now. And I think they feel like they finally get it. Like they get the fact that something's missing in their life. All right, so this is the connection now. So we got the Empress. Yeah, so energy is definitely being reciprocated. This is about flow. This is about open-hearted. This is about, the divine feminine energies, which, this is not gender, but the divine feminine energies in all of us, which is about love and caring and nurturing and creativity and spirituality. So I feel like that's really opened up here, and it's being put back out into the world, and it's coming back. So I see it coming both ways, and I do see intuition at work here too. So for the both of you, because we've got the Two of Wands. And so I kind of feel like you're both, I don't know which one of these, but anyway, I feel like you're both kind of seeing a vision and seeing something clearly now, because you're looking at it through different eyes and your perspectives have changed. Now we got the Page of Swords, so it's a bit of a waiting time. We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So getting to a certain place and then kind of holding the position and waiting. Now this is for both of you, because this is the actual connection. The connection is based on, and we got Three of Pentacles, so I do feel like the values are lined up there. So I think that's been determined here. And you've got the Ace of Swords. So it's an awakening for, I think, the connection, because I think both people have awakened. And then we've got both people, okay, where do we go from here? Let's see what happens next, kind of thing. Then we got the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So clearly there's been a shift here. So moving from a place of conflict, a place of feeling like the world is not really a great place to be, and possibly that was a block in moving ahead with the connection, and that being replaced by the Ace of Cups. So really a huge shift here, going to the Empress and to the Ace of Cups here. And with the Queen of Swords, I think, and once again, this is not a gender card, but I think that feminine clarity, that feminine focus on love and on getting clear and getting to the bottom of things, getting to the point where, okay, wait a minute, this has got to, it's time to move into what you want to build in life, instead of staying in this kind of constant battle or of the world on your own, kind of like a warrior or whatever. And now the Ace of Cups, as I said, is setting this up, because it's like it's overflowing. It's like a well. It's like a dam has been released, and the world now has opened up. And as I said, this is also a new cycle. So I see the connection moving quite quickly now. And I think I see, this is awesome. So connection, happiness, joy, idealism being restored. The universe has brought you back together if you were separated, but if not, it's brought you to the point of commitment. And I see it moving quickly, and I see a very powerful coming together of the two of you to create this connection. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Pretty good outcome, I would say. So I'm going to read a card from the Wisdom of Avalon and what the universe has to add. So the card is fear. So when we're looking at the blocks, and we're looking at, remember we had the strength card for you and the blocks, the person getting through the blocks, your person. And now we've got fear. So fear has been a huge block in setting this connection free. But now, as I said, I see, a lot more happening here in terms of moving away from fear and moving towards the connection. Then we've got the wind fairy. So this is thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. Okay, so really looking at the situation and a lot of communication, which I see here between the two of you. So really getting to the bottom of what was keeping this connection apart in the past through words, through, and analyzing, well, what was that all about, what went wrong, what was right, that kind of stuff. And then really sharing, really sharing, and that's what the Eight of Wands is about again, really communicating and sharing thoughts through words. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to be doing an extended on the connection. If this did resonate for you, I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you next week. All right, fire signs.